Okay, so hey YouTube viewers, this is S Breezy 2014. Okay, so what I want to talk about today is me getting surgery. Hold a minute. Okay, just listen. Um, so the procedures that I want to get done are Brazilian butt lift and breast augmentation. My boobs are small. Uh, I wear 36B, which is the sister size for 38A, which is what I actually am. I wear 36B just because it's wider around my ribs, so it's more comfortable. But I went on realself.com and I was looking at a bunch of surgeons. I've actually researched about 8 surgeons. Um, one of which was Dr. Mead. I had researched him. I really liked his reviews, and I saw his work, and it was really great and everything. But I told him about my health history, and he said I wasn't a good candidate. I was very sad and discouraged about that because even though I'd hardly met him, I completely trusted him with me. Um, but so I hit up 4 other surgeons. I think a few days after that, and Dr. Hackney, Dr. Jajurkar, Dr. John Burns, and some Asian guy, an Asian doctor. And so Dr. Jajurkar's office was the one that got back with me, and I told them, what all happened, and they're like, yeah, we can do the procedure. I've done those two at once, before I've done that combination, and so I was like, yes. And so right now I'm just trying to pick a date for consultation because I'm 17. I plan on getting this done when I'm 18 for my 18th birthday. Um, so I'll look amazing for prom and I'll look amazing for graduation. So yes. Um, so um, some some surgeons offer you a discount for combining multiple procedures, which I think is really good. Um, he's running a Dr. Jajurkar is running a special now for 8,900 for a Brazilian butt lift up until May 31st. So yeah. Um, I wasn't actually gonna, do it that soon. If I could, I would, but I'm only 17, and they don't allow anything until you're 18. But they will allow this. They will allow me to do a consultation with them um, for even though I'm 17. So I think that's really good. I'm just trying to pick a date right now. Okay, so the only thing that sucks about doing those two done at once is that they require different recovery, resting slash sleeping positions. With the Brazilian butt lift, it requires you to sleep on your stomach. With the breast augmentation, it requires you to sleep on your back. So, yeah, they very much so contradict each other. Um, but I really don't feel like it costs more to get procedures done separately than together. You can get a nose job, a boob job, and a tummy tuck all together. That's fine. That's all on the front. Um, but uh, but yeah. So I talked to his secretary or whatever, and she said he gives small discount. I was like, small? But I just know that I've found 3 good financing companies. I know my procedure should cost um no more than 15,000. I've added up the prices and things, and I've uh I've calculated it all out, and even if it is 15,000, I know I'm gonna get a discount for most procedures, but some companies allow it up to 60 months. I found only one of the 3 companies allows it up to 84 months. So one is 2 or 5 years, one is 7 years. Um, so like, sorry, I know I'm too close. Um, so yeah, like I think it's best if people do go with the longer term plan, just because you don't know what's going to happen day to day. And with the free, I mean not free, but with the no interest or interest free plans, those go for like a year or 2 years, maybe three if you're lucky. Um, so with that, you really don't know what else is going to happen, and when it comes time for you to fully finish paying and you're not done yet, then you get charged the interest. So uh, it kind of sucks on that end. But I think I'll go with one of those 5 year or even a 7 year plan. But who really wants to sit here and pay for something for 5 or 7 years? So I do plan on getting a job in customer rep, which sometimes they pay $13 to $15 an hour, which is really good, and sometimes they allow you to have weekends off. It's an extra plus. Um, let's see, what else? Okay, so as far as sitting, after you're not supposed to sit for 2 weeks. I know. How are you not supposed to sit for 2 weeks? Well, um, you get one of those lawn chairs, like one of those sports chairs that are really flaccid, easy just fold out and crunch up. Um, you get one of those, and you just cut the hole out of the bottom of it, and you can add like cotton lining around it to uh, to just make it more comfortable. But the whole purpose of when you sit is to not put any pressure on where the fat grafts are, which are on your butt. So you can't put any pressure on your butt. Some people do get some put into their hips. Um, I think I will because I don't have very much hips. So yeah, that'd be a very nice curve. Um, but yeah, so um, you can apply pressure that I was thinking, yeah, I'll just sleep on my side. That's fine. Not if you get your hips done, because you don't want to mess up those fat grafts. So I know. Why are you getting this? I know. You can comment on this later. But yeah. So I plan on cutting out a hole and just sitting in it like that, and having a pad on my like a rolled up pillow on my back, and then one underneath my thighs, and that's how I think I'll be able to probably sleep as well. Just sleep kind of sitting up, but I mean pillow behind you, so you can turn either way. Um, so yeah, and then also I could sleep on my stomach. They say it's not good for the breasts, but I have to see. There's this thing called a ledge pillow. It's kind of like an elevated pillow, which sometimes they use for people who have had breast augmentation. Um, it's kind of like a V, and it opens out like that, but it's all cotton. It's just a wedge, and so like, uh, you have that, and you put it like under your ribs or on your stomach, so your upper body is elevated, and your boobs aren't touching your bed. They have some that go, pretty high up in the inches, 3, 4, I think maybe even 5. That's really good. It depends on what size breast you have. Um, that sort of thing when you do get your breast augmentation. Um, but yeah, I figured I'd sleep that way to protect my butt, and I think it would still be pretty comfortable for my boobs. Not exactly sure, but I'd be wearing a compression, like a sports bra or something on it, with they put a strap band like here to help push them down, because if you get it done behind the muscle, you lose 50 cc's versus getting it done just underneath the breast tissue. Um, and so it's behind. You have two pectoral muscles too, and one is on your lungs, and there's another one, a thinner one, and then there's your breast tissue and all that. So they put it between the one that's uh, covering your lungs and the one that's beneath your breast tissue. They put it between those two. So they put it between there, and and then it sort of, it rises up, and it'll be kind of like up here. So that's why some put bands on top to help push it down, because it is slightly higher up, but you have to massage your boobs a lot to eventually get them to go down into your breast pocket, whatever pocket that they've made for you. Um, Sometimes they can lower your inframammary fold, which is basically just that fold. Like if you go without a bra, you have a crease beneath your breast. That's your inframammary fold. Sometimes they can lower that, so when they go in, they'll kind of here's your fold, like right here. They'll kind of push it down and out a little more, like more towards your stomach. Not like into, but just towards that general like direction, like out, like that. Yeah, and that'll increase that inflammatory fold. So depending on your implant, you'll have a better diameter, a better pocket. Um, they do put you on muscle relaxers and things like that to help with capsular contracture, which means basically sometimes the pocket can start closing and your implant might not be able to get down into that pocket because it's starting to close up. And so, also it could be that the diameter of the pocket is smaller than the implant. So, uh, that can happen also. But, yeah, so, usually a few days to a week after, they'll advise you to start doing breast exercises, massaging your breast to get it down. Um, okay, I think I'll go over what all happens with Brazilian butt lift and then make a part two. So what happens with Brazilian butt lift is they lipo out all the fat in your stomach that they will use to put into your butt. Sometimes they do have tumescent fluid. Like actually, they put tumescent fluid in your abdominal area. Helps to expand the fat. The fat will be like this. It helps to expand the cells so they can get all the cells and whatnot. Sometimes they do ultrasound assisted, which is a ultrasound, like a some type of beam of sound waves or whatever, but it helps liquefy the fat, and thus they can liposuction it out easier. Um, Sometimes they do that, but when they're trying to actually harvest cells, I don't think they would do that. They're just going to use regular tumescent. So yeah, so there'll be like this cylinder, and there will be the fat floating on top, and the liquid with yes, sometimes it will be blood. Liquid with your blood and stuff in it, and the fat will be floating on top. So they usually try to empty out all of that liquid and try to just harvest all the fat that they got from you. And then they get plenty of syringes of your fat. And it's not, some people say it's not worth it if you're only going to have 500, 700 cc's of fat. If that was breast implant, that'd be pretty damn big, probably a good E cup. Yeah. Um, But yeah, so then they inject it in sites like the top corners of your butt, the bottom corners of your butt, sometimes in the crease, sometimes on your sides for your hips if you want hips with it. So also, if you don't have enough abdominal fat, or if you just want an extra place liposuction, they can liposuction out your inner thigh if you don't like your inner thigh, or your chin. You see? Yeah, there's that. Um, Contemplating if I want that done. I don't know. That might be too much. But anyway, yeah. And some people get drains, uh, where they have to wear drains for um, where their abdominal got liposuctioned. So there's still that tumescent fluid in there that has to come out. They'll also tell you to get someone who can come to your house to give you massages, like lymphatic massage. The lymph nodes have to do with it's part of the endocrine system, which deals with hormones and other liquids and fluids that are in your body. But they give you a lymphatic massage to help get whatever extra fluids are in you. They go to your kidneys and they come out as pee. So yeah, whatever that drain doesn't get, your kidneys will. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much how that goes.